process, to actually update your Frontier license, what we'll need to do is make sure we understand if you have administrative rights to the Frontier server. We'll also need to ensure that you do have ability to have the Frontier license number readily available. And if you have that readily available, you can be able to use that to input the information by hand or by copying and pasting. The other option is to making sure whether you have internet connection. Even if you do not have internet connection, you can still be able to update the Frontier server, the license itself at the server, even without having internet connection. So looking at the next option is, let's say for instance you can't get into Frontier for some reason, but you can actually get into the actual server where the application is located. All you would have to do is click on the Start button at the Frontier server, click on All Programs, then you would click on Frontier folder. In this case, where you're currently at, Ladislav, it may actually say Matrix, but in this case you can click on that folder. You will then want to click on Tools and Utilities, and at that point, that's when you would click on the License Manager. Once you click on the License Manager, the window to the next that displays a screen will actually be the screen you will see upon clicking on the License Manager. If you have actual access to log into Frontier itself to the server, all you would do is double click on the icon and then the login screen would appear. You enter in your credentials as necessary. Always ensure that you do have the MX Dispatcher, that it is online and that it is running. This will allow you to make the proper updates at the server level. Once you're actually into the Frontier application, any of the screens that you are in, whether it be the operation control window, or if you're in the badging window, or even if you're at the main system setup window, long as you can click on the Help button, you would need to be able to click on the Help, and then you would need to click on License Details. Once you click on License Details, this is the process you would go through if you actually had internet connection at the server. Once you click on License Details, the actual button down at the bottom that says License Manager, that is what you would need to click on to make the necessary updates to the actual Frontier license. When you click on License Manager, this particular window will appear yet again. Typically, if the Frontier license is already available, you will see it in the license number field. You will also see the radio button is already marked for the Update Frontier license. All you simply need to do is click Continue at this point. Once you click the Continue button, you will get the next screen confirming are you wanting to activate. And all this is doing is basically telling the system that you are wanting to activate that license. Even though it's doing an update, you want to activate it so that it knows to go out and grab the latest and greatest updates that are currently available for your license. Typically, the reason you would want to have license updates is maybe you're purchasing door portals, or you purchased an optional feature that you want to implement to go forward. These are various reasons that you would need to update your Frontier license. If you ever see this screen when you're doing the update license process, do not panic. It is just a screen to let you know it's a warning, but you can simply click OK, and that's when you'll get the confirmation that the license has been successfully updated. But again, what if you didn't have internet connection? What would you do then? That is where you would still go back. Once you logged into Frontier, you would click on the Help. You would still go to License Details. You would still click on License Manager. But this time, if you see the Update Frontier license, you would still click Continue. But the different step is where it says Import Activation Certificate. That is where you would click on that option there. And once you click on that hyperlink, this will allow you to copy the installation ID as well as the license number of your Frontier software. Once you've copied that information, you will want to open up a text file or Notepad application to paste that installation ID as well as the license number. You will want to save that Notepad document as a text file as well, just to have for reference. At that point, you will go to a different application that actually, or a different workstation that had internet connection. You would insert the USB flash drive, or commonly known as the thumb drive. into that workstation that had the internet connection. You would open the text file that was saved, but you would also open up an internet browser to be able to enter the following address of www.internetactivation.com. Once you press enter after entering that address into the address bar of the internet browser, you will see the window to the right that basically is the activation screen that will allow you to do this manually. Once you have confirmed this, you will copy the installation ID from the notepad that you saved when you were actually at the server. You would also copy the license number. You would input those into the proper fields that says installation ID over to the right, as well as the license number to the right. You will also need to make sure you do in fact click the option that says I have read and agreed to the terms and conditions. If you do not mark this option, it will not allow you to generate or provide an unlock code or certificate confirmation number. But once you have clicked on that check on that button there to say generate unlock code certificate, that is where a large number will be provided, and you will need to copy and paste that number back into the text file that you had open that already had the installation ID number as well as the license number. Once you've copied that large number, you'll need to save that on that USB drive or thumb drive, and then you will need to extract that thumb drive from the workstation and take it back to the Frontier server. Once you get back to the Frontier server, simply put the USB thumb drive into the actual server, open the text file that you saved. You can copy the code that you received, which was that large number, from the activation process. You would paste it in the text field there that's highlighted in red, and at that point that's where you can click the option to say import. Once you click the word import, you will get a confirmation screen as well. Once you receive that confirmation screen, all you have to do is simply click exit. Are there any questions? Vladislav, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here, but looks like I'm losing connection because the mobile device running on a SIM card, so.
Okay. What we can do is I was going to actually provide a quick demo of how you would do some of these actually in the application as well as even though I provided the PowerPoint. Was it kind of delayed or were you just able to hear more than actually see?
I was able to hear and listen to everything. It just dropped like for, I don't know, 5-10 seconds ago, so I saw the presentation, I hear everything what you said.
Okay. What we can do is when you are ready to take a opportunity of trying this at your system, this is something we can look at doing to help you out. If something were to change, say for instance you were to start buying door portal licenses or you were to request to have updates to your system, when you are ready to make the update, we can walk you through that process just to get you comfortable with doing it on your end.
Yeah, just a question from my end. Basically, we have purchased in the past more now, so there's no requirement from that end. And also, on the licenses, we use the number of licenses what we have.
Okay, you were breaking up for a moment there, so I did not hear the entire question. Can I?
Need more. So, is there any reason why I would need to do this license upgrade?
The only real reason you would want to do this license update again is if you. Oh. Hello?
No.
Okay, there's some static, so give a moment, please. I'm hearing static, but I'm not actually hearing you. Okay, are you there? I can hear you now, Ladislav.
Yeah, I can hear you now. So looks like, you know, this mobile device is swapping from one radio tower to another radio tower. So that's the reason why maybe I'm losing you. So Are there any reason why I would need to do this license upgrade right now, or basically just need it when if we purchase some new feature, for example?
You would just need to do this when you purchase new features and when you get the confirmation email that they have accepted and has processed your purchase request. That's when you'll need to go out to the server and make these updates. Until you make those purchases, it's not necessary that you go out and do these updates. Are you still there?
Okay, so basically, okay, I should deal with some. Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. I can hear you from my, well,
Okay,
now
I just stopped the car. Maybe it will be better. No, right now we are not. Right now we didn't purchase anything, and basically, if I'm dealing with some issues, I'm dealing with the help desk side, or you know, Chris Romy, who is working right now on some INI file upgrades. So basically, if you though, I think it's not necessary for me actually to get really detailed in these license upgrades.
Correct. It's until you're ready to make some purchases to do some changes in your current system, or you're adding extra doors because you're expanding. Those will be the primary features of why you would want to go through this process. Outside of that, this is just more information to make you aware if you do have the capability to do this yourself as you decide to expand your operation.
Okay. Actually, one more question. We got, I think, we purchased 260 doors or portals, and we are using like 168 right now. If I would add, you know, more until I reach the 260 limit, I do not need to do this upgrade. Am I right?
Once you have got the confirmation that you've received the acceptance of those door portal licenses being purchased, you would need to do that one time. That will basically allow your system to know you have the bandwidth available for 260 door portal licenses capability. Now, once you've hit that 260, that's when you'll need to come back and make another purchase so you can be able to expand further, because it will stop you. The system will stop you if you have reached your maximum capability as to what has been licensed.
Understood. Okay.
Can I ask you to repeat that one more time?
My end. I need to finish now because, like I said, I'm driving.
Right.
So thank you for all the information. They were really helpful.
Well, not a problem. When you're ready to try some of this yourself when you're in, just give us a call and we'll work with you accordingly. Okay, I'm not sure if you're still there, Ladislav. It looks like you're muted. Are there any other questions or concerns, Ladislav? Hello? Are you still there, Ladislav? Are you still there?